everybody, it's me Charlie. This right here is a Gulf War bandages. This is camouflage theme because if you're wearing white, I believe I think Taliban would go will get you easily and they will find you out. I'm gonna kick off my shoes and we're gonna cut this open.
That is the scene right here, Bowdoin, Maine.
Especially this is from the 90s. This is like 4 decades ago, I guess. I'm not sure, but this right here is a piece of history.
18 killed, at least 18 killed at a bar and at a bowling alley, and the suspect remained on the loose. Has been hunted for the past 24 hours or so.
There's a guy with an AR-15 killing people.
He might have a bit of a breakthrough here, as it does appear the police are outside of a home
here it is.
In this small town of Bowdoin, Maine.
Oh wow, that's just nice. It comes out of the middle.
Card, to come out
and
with his hands up
do another one.
They know he's inside. That right there is the suspected killer of 18 in the state of Maine. And right now we're just waiting to see how this develops and what possibly happens here. They are not allowing any media to get anywhere near this home. We believe there are helicopters overhead. And a large
fly a drone in there so we can watch.
You know you're on video. You know the camera's on.
And suspected killer who's been running for 24 hours or so.
That's a weird way how I just left.
Retired police officer from Chicago, Betsy Brantner Smith, who's joining us to talk more about this. And Betsy, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate it.
I have to get off this weird plastic thing on here.
This is a man that all indications are would be heavily armed. Probably somebody that would rather die than go to prison. This is a very dangerous situation for police.
Tear the house up.
Well, it absolutely is, and let's keep in mind that so many of
fabric.
These, law enforcement personnel are likely to be quite exhausted. But
here is the bag.
Finally either eliminate
shows you can do that.
Or get him into custody.
This, and this. I'm gonna try to make one.
So much more dangerous for law enforcement, and
I'm
we
gonna
don't know. I've heard reports that there have been explosions. We don't know, has he booby-trapped this property? We don't even really know if this is his property, but does he have explosives? What other kinds of firearms does he have? And is he going to be willing to give up? Will he commit suicide, or will he want to take out law enforcement officers with him? Remember, this is a very, very mentally disturbed man, and he's absolutely
that's a very good point.
Let me stand up and show you how big this thing is.
I wonder how long it is. I mean, because nobody can really, you can't send anybody in, right? I mean, this feels like something that could take a very long time to either get him out, because you can't run into that. You can't run into that house. You have no idea what to expect and what he might have. As you said, he could have booby trapped the house. This is a guy that has potentially a lot of weapons.
I don't know what I just did.
I was a hostage negotiator, and I have conducted negotiations that, lasted 12, 16, 18 hours. And so this could be a very, very long night for law enforcement. It's also dark now on the East Coast, and that makes things so much
why'd you look?
Difficult. Now we do have
multiple
law enforcement agencies involved. We don't know whose tactical teams
on your face
right now are there. We don't know
whether
we're going to have federal protocols, local protocols. But this is something that has been discussed from last night and on into today. When we do find him, if it's him, and I want to stress that. We don't 100% know that it is Robert Carter. I hope it is.
You're not getting foot pics.
But if he's in that house by himself, there's no reason to further risk the lives of law enforcement officers. So if they can just button up that perimeter, button up that house that he's in, if he's in there alone, and wait him out, that is probably what's going to happen.
So,
in a situation like this, with what he's facing and with his obvious, mental health issues, you suspect a suicide probably be the way this ends?
Yeah.
I just with 29 years of experience.
Now I'm gonna do the eye patch one. I'm gonna pause you guys for a sec. Alright, now I'm gonna do the eye patch.
to the property.
It doesn't show instructions
Try
to do this.
cause
It shows
some
pictures
kind
of how you could do it.
explosion. And again, with his military experience, he has more knowledge than your average criminal, so he can really wreak havoc on the situation. So right now, we want to make sure that no law enforcement lives are lost. And I'm hopeful that he's in there by himself.
Me too. Hopefully this ends in at least an orderly fashion after the damage he's already done. Thank you so much, Retired Officer Betsy Brandon.
Hey guys.
Thanks so much. Let's go now to Joe Patrice, former NYPD.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Joe, good to have you on.
Alright, well, I'll do another one. For example, oh god. Bloopers.
You get hostage negotiation.
Well,
you get a dialogue.
Here, these are the two things.
Without risking the lives of your officers on.
Now we gotta do.
I'm trying to figure out in my head, like, what's the first thing?
Arm one. For example,
what's the first
help!
thing you guys do?
I'm hurt. Medic! Medic!
They get a dialogue, whether it's an individual in front of the home actually speaking, or getting on the phone, or even getting up to speak to that individual. Right now, if that person is in fact in the home, it's a waiting game. You don't need to rush in. You do not know what the dangers are on the other side of that door. You don't know if there are booby traps. You don't know what type of public firearms he has or how much firepower he has. And you do not need to risk the lives of other officers or people in the neighborhood at this point if he is by himself in that home.
How do they find out if he's by himself?
Well, you're hoping that the tips that are coming in, because obviously there was a tip that was given, there was someone that called it in to alert them to this home. So obviously there's people that like it.
Alright, now, I'm gonna do one of your shot right here. Medic, come, I'm hit, I need help.
You cannot let these sick individuals that are either going to harm themselves, or in this case, many others,
I put this audio.
onto a street. You're gonna hear the conversation.
Thanks, Doc.
Maybe the guns weren't registered. Maybe the million thousand different scenarios. But we have to have medical professionals be more responsible for making the determination of no, I cannot allow this person back on the street.
Well said. Joe Patrice from the NYPD. Joe, good to see you as always. We appreciate you coming on.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Always a pleasure.
All right. So let's take a look at what we can see of this scene right now and just catch you up here before we let you go.
Thanks, Doc.
This is the scene.
I'm
This is Bowdoin, Maine. 40-year-old Robert Carr allegedly killed at least 18 yesterday. Massacres in a bowling alley.
Loss of blood.
Despicable crimes.
Alright, now time for the next one.
Story that Patrice just said. You gotta get the asylums open. You gotta get the guns away from these people. That's the way it needs to be done. Nobody wants to see what's happening tonight happen again.
What does it look like?
There's a police presence outside of home. They're yelling into a megaphone saying, "We know you're
my arm, it's broken. Help!
20 hours because they don't know what they're getting into. We will follow the story here at Newsmax. Eric Bowling is coming
I'm medic.
next.
I'm here to fix you up. What has he done?
Robert Card allegedly shot and killed at least 18 people, dozens more injured, and then he fled into the night, sparking a massive search while frightened residents stayed locked in their homes under a shelter-in-place advisory. Watch an eyewitness explain the horrific attack.
And as soon as I turned and saw there was not a balloon, he was holding a weapon, I just booked it down the lane, and I slid basically into where the pins are and climbed up to the machine and was on top of the machines for about 10 minutes until the cops got there.
Thanks, Doc. My arm is fixed. Ha 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 ha.
Not supposed 2 weeks in a mental health facility.
Oh no, tell them.
Mental health issues, including
medic, help! I need a back thing. If this.
An assault weapon ban.
Yeah, you're dead. Because if they shot you in the spinal cord.
No other advanced industrialized country has this challenge, where day after day after day there are mass shootings all over our country.
Oh, whoops. Oh, medic, I need help. Wait, where's the phone go? Oh, why are you guys over here? I had to say, bye. Thank you for watching.